Hi, my name is Simon Ford, and today I want to talk to you about the best way I think you should approach this new school year. Maybe you've already started. I'll start in a couple of days, and these are the things that I will implement in my daily schedule and that I will do to be at my best at all time during the day and to perform well in school. So the first thing is since I'm starting in a couple of days, I'll start going to bed a bit earlier and waking up a bit earlier each day. Maybe during the summer you went to sleep really late or woke up really late because you're on vacation and you're just taking it a bit easier. I've been waking up at 8:30, but to go to school I have to wake up around 7. So I'll start waking up maybe half an hour earlier each day, and then keeping my bedtime consistent so that I can get used to the schedule, to the school schedule, and when I get back to school and have to stick to that schedule, it won't be such a shock. Just like I talked about, sleep is extremely important. If you don't get good sleep, you won't be able to concentrate during the day and to perform at your best. So keeping a consistent bedtime, waking up always at the same time, turning off your screen before going to bed, maybe even 30 to 60 minutes before going to bed would really help you, because bright lights, especially blue light, so the one from the screens, will disrupt your sleeping process, and it will make your brain think that it's daytime. Okay, so good sleep is important, but let's talk about what to do when you wake up. So when you wake up, I suggest that you get immediately out of bed so that you don't have the problem of getting back to sleep and maybe missing the alarm and being late. So just burst out of bed, it will help you with your energy too. And then go look at some kind of bright light, possibly the sun, because just like looking at light before going to bed won't help you sleep, looking at light when you just woke up will help you wake up and be ready for the day. Then what I suggest is to rush and get some water and drink, because you've been dehydrated for probably around 8 to 9 hours, so it's better to drink a bit of water in the morning. Then what I suggest is to have your backpack already packed from the night before, because in the morning you might not be as alert and you might end up forgetting something. So make your backpack the night before, so that when you wake up you just have to do your morning routine, so watch light. If you want, you can do a cold shower, but if you don't have time, that's fine. Maybe just wash your face with cold water. That can help you to wake up even more. And then get dressed and go to school. In the morning, I like to keep my phone turned off, so maybe if you need it in school, you can turn it on when you get there. But in the morning, I really suggest to not turn it on, also because it will just slow you down, and maybe while you are in the bathroom, you might get distracted and start looking at it and waste the time, and then you will be in a rush, and that's not good for no one. So in school, it's pretty easy. Just pay attention, write down whatever the teacher says, so that it will be much easier to review and study what you learned at home. And another useful tip might be to maybe sit in the first or second row of desks, because then you will be more forced to pay attention. Maybe if you sit at the end of the class, there might be more temptation to get distracted and talk to somebody else. What I suggest to eat during the day at school is maybe just, if you have lunch at school, then have your regular lunch. If you just want to have a quick snack, I suggest eating some kind of fruit. Maybe I really like apples, and just some kind of fruit, because it will contain a bunch of carbs and some sugar, so that it will keep you energized and focused during the day. Once you get home, I suggest to review what you learned that day, and if you do this every day, you will always be ahead of everyone, because you practically already been studying for the future test. because what you need to remember is that everything that you will learn in school, you will be tested. So if you just start studying what you learn each day right after you get back home, you will remember it so much better, because you learn it in school, and then 2 to 3 hours later, when you go back home, you even 4 hours, you read it again, you study it, and you will have made already so much progress for the future test that is for sure coming. So when you get home, just review what you learned that day, do some homework if you have some, and then you're okay. If you just keep reviewing each day what you do, you will always be even with what your teacher is teaching. So every time she teaches something, you review it at home. And so once the test comes, you've basically studied already everything. You just need to read it a couple of times, and you're done. The key word here is consistency. You need to do this every day. And it's just 1 day's worth of work. So whatever you learn in those 6 hours maybe that you're at school, you review it at home. It will take you 1 to 2 hours max, not much more. So if you do this every day, just 2 hours, and you're done with everything. That is honestly amazing, and if you keep that schedule, you are so much ahead of any other student. Once you're done with your 2 to 3 hours study session, you can enjoy your life without being a degenerate, obviously, but you can go to the gym. Maybe if you have a YouTube channel, you can record some videos, or go do some other kind of sport, or call a friend, maybe talk to some friends online about self-improvement. What I suggest, if you find yourself having extra time because you've stopped doing all the bad habits already, maybe. I was in this place where I had stopped playing video games and watching porn, so I had all this free time. What I suggest, and you might not like this answer, but is to just stare at your wall until you find something productive to do. So it could be meditating, it could be studying a bit more, even 20 minutes. You can do a second study session, maybe not as long, or you could spend time with your family, or with your pet if you have one. You could go for a walk. Just do something which is productive. And what I mean by productive is not something that gets you to some goal, or that gets you progress somewhere, like maybe going to the gym, but just even resting is productive, because then you will be more energized to study and to go to the gym. So even resting could be productive. So basically what I mean by be productive is just don't do anything that would harm your progress. You can even just watch a Uberman podcast, for example, and write down what you learn and start implementing it. You will find that if you stick to the schedule that I made, and you study each day 2 to 3 hours, you will have so much free time to start discovering your purpose and finding new interests, and truly develop as a person. So I hope you can take the advice I gave you in this video, and remember to always give it your best. Bye.